So let's go ahead and get settled together. You might choose to close your eyes. You might choose to keep your eyes open. Just taking a moment to get settled, maybe sitting upright for the beginning and just letting your gaze be steady, your eyes be closed, and coming into your breathing. So breathing in and out, really you can begin any way that feels natural to you, just sensing that there is breath. And as you sense that there is breath, sensing that there is aliveness, there is movement, there is also stillness. So for me this morning, I'm really sensing into the intention to let the practice be a way of kind of acknowledging this internal dissonance that can arise. There's part of us that knows we're connected, but also really feels deeply this unique and personal experience of whatever our circumstances are at this time or from time to time. So practice, whether it's yoga, some kind of movement, or even just meditation or sitting, it can be a way to sense that simultaneous quality of expansion and contraction. To sense in an embodied way this deep kind of refinement of awareness while at the same time kind of stepping into that ocean of awareness, that really spacious, wide open quality. We can rest in a part of awareness that is really spacious and loving, even when there's an internal contraction of frustration or even anger or doubt or fear. So ultimately, I just want to invite you to let this, whatever this means for you, whatever this practice is for you, to just let it be a contemplative and a healing art, and it'll be expressed in a deeply personal but also a universal way. So let's take our next exhale and just bow the head, and you might blink your eyes open if they were closed and just take in your surroundings for a moment. We're going to return to a flow that's very similar to last Saturday. So just so you know that, it'll be a little bit familiar to you if you were here. So let's lift the gaze forward and then just lie down on our backs for a moment. So lying down, and when we lie down, we're going to kind of deepen that awareness of breathing. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose if you haven't started that already. And with that breath right there, just an in-breath or an out-breath, sensing that grounding to the midline and expanding to the periphery. So there's this inhale and exhale that just continuously arises and flows through you. Take a few more breaths, maybe just sensing that even as you expand on the inhale, there's a deep kind of lifting and toning to the belly. And as you exhale, contracting, squeezing down, there's a softening and expanding outward. And then let's outstretch the legs, hug the legs together, interlace the fingers, and reach the arms overhead. And even right here, so breathing here in and out through the nose, hugging the legs together, feeling the quality of that breath on the inside with a little more subtlety. Knitting together the pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones, drawing in below the navel, grounding to the midline and lengthening through the arms, legs, and spine. Take another full breath, inhaling. And then let's bring the knees in as you exhale. So both knees coming in, hugging the knees to the armpits, so let them come wide. Deepen down with the belly, drawing in below navel as the knees sink lower. All right, let's bring shins parallel to the floor, thighs perpendicular, cross right thigh on top of left thigh, maybe tuck the toes behind the left ankle. Right arm under the left, maybe wrap the arms right fingertips to left palm. Drawing down below navel, squeezing the legs together, squeezing the arms together, but simultaneously softening the skin, feeling the heaviness of the bones. Let's inhale, move the elbows and knees away from each other, and then curl in and pull the elbows and knees together. Let's repeat that again. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, curling in. 3 more. Inhale, opening. Exhale, curling, squeezing together. Again, inhale, opening. Exhale, squeezing, curling in. And then inhale, releasing the arms and legs, and just pause. So even right here, this moment of stillness, sensing the vibration, really the movement. Maybe in some moments of movement, there can be some stillness as well. Let's lift the legs again and cross the left thigh on top of the right thigh. Maybe tuck the left toes behind the right ankle. Left arm under the right arm, maybe for a hug or a wrap. We'll do 5 of these. First, squeezing legs together, squeezing arms together, finding your midline, but also softening. And then inhale, opening up space. Exhale, curling together. Inhale, opening. Exhale, curling in. Again, inhale, opening. Exhale, curling. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift together. 1 more time. Inhaling. Exhale, drawing in, knitting together. Good. Let's release that and pause. Inhale and exhale. I sometimes like to rest a hand on the heart, a hand on the belly, just feeling aliveness with the hand. And then let's bring the feet a little closer together so they're about hip distance apart. And inhale, lift the hips up. So pressing with the heels, lifting the hips up, and then come back to the breath. If you can find, make your way to the midline, from lengthening from pelvic floor to crown of the head. Breathing here, maybe broadening the collarbones. Take another inhale. And then exhale, lower all the way down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Right away, inhale, lift back up. Use the backs of your legs to help you lift. So there's almost this contraction to the back of the body that supports an expansion to the front. You can stay right here or lift your right leg straight up, as we've been doing many times. Using that left leg strongly to support you. Take another inhale. And then foot down and hips down. Exhale. Good. Take a full breath in and out. And then inhale, lift up again. Grounding the right heel if you wish. Maybe lifting the left leg up. Right? Breathing. Use the back of the right leg. Come back to your breath. Can you sense that as there's a contraction to midline, there might be a little expansion to periphery? Take another inhale. And then foot down and hips down. Exhale. Let's take feet as wide as the yoga mat. Turn the toes away from each other for that open twist, tipping the knees to the right, left arm stretching overhead. Maybe coming onto the thumb side of the left hand, starting to mobilize that shoulder. Full breath in, opening that left side. Full breath out, softening, reaching your body down into the ground, or softening your body down into the ground. Let's take another full breath, inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, rise back to center. Switch your hands and switch your knees. So just tipping knees to the left, right arm reaching. So the right side is lengthening, opening here. Softening down as you lengthen. Take another full exhale here. And let's rise back to the center, inhale. And then we're gonna hug the knees in. Let's rock up onto our hands and knees. Rocking up and making our way into tabletop. So feeling hands and knees on the ground. We'll do about 5 breaths. Maybe it's cat, cow, maybe it's something else, right? So inhale, arching, looking up. Exhale, rounding, curling, bowing. Again, you can switch up the movement if you wish. Let's do 4 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep going. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Let's do 1 more, just full, deep, spacious breath in. Full, deep, spacious breath all the way out. And then coming into that neutral position. Neutral, really just pausing in neutral. Pausing in neutral, sensing even in that moment of stillness, there is this quality, this dynamic energy of aliveness at the same time as there is stillness. Let's take the right arm, reach it out to the right, inhaling. Drop the right shoulder to the floor and thread the needle. So right shoulder to the floor, maybe left hand pressing into the floor, maybe left arm reaching forward. Keep breathing here, even maybe deepening your breath. So drawing in below the navel, knitting together pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones, and then softening at the same time. Let's take another full breath, inhale and exhale. And then we'll press with that left hand and rise all the way back up. Right hand down to meet the left hand, other side, left arm reaching up. Exhale, dropping the left hand, reaching across, touching the left side of the head down. Pressing with the right hand or outstretching it. Coming back to the breath. So let the breath bring you to that kind of embodied space of sensing. There can be expansion and contraction right here in this moment. Just the immediacy of that. Take another full breath, softening as you exhale. And then right hand to the floor, rise all the way up, left arm reaching up. And both hands on the ground, pause. Forearms to the floor, let's step back into forearm plank. So some of you have heard me talk about this before. Since we're exploring kind of the simultaneous arising of expansion and contraction and all the different ways that can manifest itself, let's explore pushing the elbows and toes away from each other to get some length from the inside. Imagine pulling the elbows and toes towards each other to get some length from the inside. And then do both at the same time, or can you imagine pushing and pulling the arms and legs at the same time? 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. We're gonna roll onto our right forearm for forearm side plank. I'm gonna spin my forearm a little bit, and then left hand to hip. Hug the legs in, maybe lift the hips up, reach the left arm overhead. Come back to your breath, take a steady gaze, see if you can lengthen from the inside. 1 more inhale, and then exhale, roll back to forearm plank. Let's inhale, roll to the left side. So I'm gonna spin my forearm a little bit, roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, lift the right arm up, breathing here. Maybe reaching overhead, lengthening. See if you can take 2 more breaths here. 1 more exhale. Inhale, back to forearm plank. Exhale, just lower the hips down. Hug the legs in, draw in below the navel, press the elbows down, broaden the collarbones. Maybe you want to lift up onto your hands and lift your elbows, that would be fine. Take a breath, broaden the chest as you reach the legs back. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Resting, inhale and exhale. Grounding and expanding at the same time right here in this moment. Let's do this again. Come into forearm plank, please. Tucking the toes, lifting up. Come back to your breath. So exploring in your own way just how to engage with awareness here. So grounding into the elbows, hugging the legs in, lifting the inner thighs. Maybe imagine pushing your elbows and toes away from each other Maybe imagine pulling them together. Maybe imagining both actions simultaneously. Take another inhale, another exhale. We're gonna roll onto that right forearm again, rolling into forearm side plank. Hug the legs in, lift up. Grounding into that right elbow. See how if you push down, you get a little more lifted. Take another inhale. And then exhale, come back to forearm plank. Inhale here, exhale, opening up to the left side. So spinning as you inhale, opening up. Reaching with the right arm, find your breath. Find that inhale, that exhale. Can you allow both qualities? Take another full breath. And then exhale back to forearm plank. One more inhale. Lower the hips down, exhale. One more time, we're starting in Sphinx pose. Hug the legs and press down. Draw in below the navel, broaden the collarbones. Maybe lift up onto the hands, broadening, lifting out of the legs, reaching and grounding. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower down, pause, and rest. So just dropping into the felt sense of the present moment, the breath, whatever's right here. Another full exhale. From here, we're going to rise either into tabletop or high plank, and then downward facing dog. So making your way to downward facing dog. Lengthening arms, legs, and spine, drawing in below the navel. Just listen to your breath. Feel the inhale and the exhale. How is that flowing through you right now? Sensing the deeply personal quality of that experience of breathing. Also the universal quality. Let's inhale, lift up onto the toes. Turn the knees and toes to the right. Bend the knees and look under the right armpit. So you're twisting, looking to the right. Inhale, rise back up onto the toes. Turn the toes and the knees to the left. Bend the knees, look under the left arm. Another full exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's bring feet to the hands, come halfway up. As you inhale, really enjoy that breath, lengthening. And then exhale, bow all the way down over the legs. Let's stand up from the legs, hugging in, pressing down, rise all the way up. Lift the arms and look up. And exhale, just bring the arms down, standing in Samastiti, standing at the top of your mat. Good, let's press the feet down, take an inhale, lift the arms up. Drop the left arm and lean to the left. Hugging in, lifting left arm up, maybe looking up. Exhale, drop the right arm and lean to the right. Hugging in, lifting right arm up, maybe looking up. Exhale, bow forward over the legs all the way down. Just come halfway up, hugging and lengthening. Exhale, step to high plank, maybe chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. From here, let's inhale, roll out onto the right hand, lift the left arm up for side plank. Stay still or exhale, lower the left arm down. Inhale, lift and reach overhead. Exhale, drop the hips, follow with the left arm. Again, lift up, reach overhead, inhale, and then back to downward facing dog, exhale. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Rolling to the left hand, lift the right arm up. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, drop the hips, follow with the arm. Inhale, lift, reach overhead. Exhale, drop the hips, follow with the arm. One last time, inhale, lift up, reach overhead, and then exhale, back to downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Heavy head, really light lifted belly. Sensing those qualities simultaneously. Let's take one more exhale here. And then bring feet to the hands, hug the legs in length and come halfway up. Exhale, bow all the way down over the legs. Stand up, hug the legs in, reach the arms up, inhale. And then right away, drop the left arm and lean to the left, exhale. Hugging in, lift the left arm up, maybe look up, inhale. And drop the right arm as you lean on the exhale. Hugging in, reaching right arm up, looking up, inhale. And then exhale, bow all the way down over the legs. Just come halfway up, lengthening, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or plank. So anywhere in between also. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full deep breath, inhale and exhale right here. This time, we're gonna inhale, roll out over the hands into high plank. Exhale, squat the hips back and lift into downward dog. 2 more times. Inhale, roll forward over the hands. Exhale, squat back and lift the hips up. 1 more time. Inhale, roll forward over the hands. Exhale, squat back and lift up. Just downward facing dog for another full cycle of breath. 1 more exhale. Feet to the hands, inhale, come halfway up. Hug the legs in to help lengthen your spine. Exhale, hug the legs in, lift the belly to help bow over the legs. Inhale, stand all the way up, lift the arms up right away into that side bend. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, hugging in, lifting left arm up. Exhale, dropping to the right. Inhale, rising back up, maybe looking up. Exhale, bow forward. Last round of sun salutation A. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step to chaturanga or plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here and breathe. So we're gonna take the left hand and reach for the right leg. So you take your left hand, reach for your right leg, maybe the ankle, maybe anywhere on the leg. Look under the right armpit. Deep, deep lift below the navel and bow your head, looking to the right, rotating to the right. Take another full cycle of breath, just lengthening in all 6 directions. Another exhale. And then inhale, reach that left arm up. Exhale, switch sides. So right hand reaching under. Deep lift below the navel, looking under the right shoulder. Take another full breath and exhale. Inhale, release the right hand. Exhale, pause in downward dog. Feet to the hands, hugging and lengthening, coming halfway up. Exhale, bowing all the way down over the legs. Rise into Urdhva Hastasana as you inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring your arms down to your sides. Let's bend the knees, lift the arms into Utkatasana. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. So we're gonna attempt to do that Mandala Namaskar. We haven't done that in a while here. Inhale, come halfway up. We did it for the first time on Tuesday. Exhale, let's step the right foot back, and we're gonna inhale into a high lunge. So come all the way up, and then exhale, open twist to the left. So left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale again, both arms up. Exhale, open twist to the left. Again, inhale up. Open twist, we're gonna hold and take a breath. So squeeze the legs, draw in below navel, broaden collarbones. 1 more exhale. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, palms in, turn to the right and bend the right knee, push the left leg straight. Inhale, stand all the way back up. And exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, straighten the left leg, turn the feet. So we're facing the right foot, up on the left toes. Lift the arms, inhale. And then exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, both arms up. So exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Again, inhale, lift up. 1 more time, exhale, opening. We're gonna stay here. Draw in, lengthen from the pelvic floor to the crown of the head. Another exhale, and then both arms up. Maybe look up, inhale. Hands down, you could do one-legged chaturanga. You can do regular chaturanga. You can just step into downward facing dog. One way or another, all the way up and back. Maybe child's pose. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Let's take an inhale, press, lift, and reach the left leg up and back. Big reach with the leg. Exhale, pull the left foot forward between the hands, up on the right toes. Same thing one more time. Inhale, rise all the way up, lift the arms. Exhale, open twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, both arms lift. Exhale, turn to the left. Again, inhale, both arms lift. Exhale, one more time, turn to the left. Stay here, hug in with the legs, lengthen from the hip creases to the armpits. One more exhale. Inhale, lift the arms, maybe look up. Exhale, palms in, turn to the right, bend the right knee, push the left leg straight. Inhale, stand back up to center, and exhale, move to the other side. Inhale, stand all the way back up. Last time with this particular lunge. Right leg in front, left leg back. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, both arms up. Last time, exhale, turn to the right. Stay here for a full breath in, full breath out. One more exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands down, step the left foot forward and fold over the legs. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, bow all the way out, exhaling. Let's bend the knees, lift the arms, inhale. And back into standing, exhale. One more variation of this, bend the knees, lift the arms, inhale. Exhale, bow over the legs. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step to high plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Should have been left foot stepping back. Let's step the right foot forward. So we're inhaling into warrior one here. So drop the left foot, right foot is forward. There we go. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, lift the chest up, look up, inhale. And then we're gonna bow on the inside of the right leg. So bowing on the inside of the right leg, pressing into the feet, lifting below the navel. Heavy head, light belly. Let's take another full exhale, feeling into the feet and legs. And then we'll rise all the way back up, lift the arms up, inhale. So we're gonna bring palms in, turn to the left. Bend the left knee, push the right leg straight. So we're repeating that same vinyasa. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, bend to the right. Turning to the back. This time, left foot is in front. Right foot is 45 degrees. Lift the arms into warrior one. Exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Lift up, look up, broad chest. Exhale, bow on the inside if you can. Any amount. Just feel into your legs, your head, your belly, your breath. Inhale and exhale here. One more full cycle of breath, finishing with an exhale. And then rise all the way up, lift the arms, look up, inhale. Hands down, you can step into a one-legged vinyasa with the left leg lifted if you wish, or regular chaturanga, or just stepping into downward facing dog. Full deep breath, inhale and exhale in downward dog. Just reconnect for a moment. Sense the immediacy, the simplicity of an inhale and an exhale. Let's reach the right leg up and back. Nice full breath. And then bring the foot forward, drop the left foot, exhale. So we're rising back into warrior one, all the way up, inhale. And then exhale, bring your palms into your center chest. Inhale, reach your arms forward with your palms touching. And then exhale, turn. So we're sliding the left forearm to the outside of the right thigh. You could turn this into a prayer twist if you wish. Reach into your back leg, draw in below navel, broaden the collarbones. One more exhale. And then release the twist, lift the arms, inhale. And exhale, palms in, turn to the left, bend the left knee, push the right leg straight. Inhale, rise back to center. And exhale to the other side. Bend the right knee, push the left leg straight. Inhale, stand back up, turn to the top of your mat. Last time, warrior one. Inhale, lift the arms up just to get some space to open up. And then exhale, palms in. Inhale, arms outstretched with the palms touching. And then start to turn. So take the right forearm to the outside of the left thigh and slide in any amount. Maybe you bend your elbows, palms towards the center chest. Reach into your back foot, draw in below the navel. Take another exhale here. And then inhale, release the twist, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, bow over the leg, step the right foot forward and fold. Hugging him, lengthening, looking up, inhale. Exhale, bow all the way down. Utkatasana, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms, look up. And then back to standing as you exhale. We're going to do one cycle of sun salutation C. Starts with Utkatasana. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. Inhale, hugging and lengthening. Exhale, step to chaturanga or plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg up and back. As you inhale, reaching that right leg and then bend the knee and let the hip roll open. Take another full exhale here. As you reach forward through the arms, reach that right leg up and back, inhaling, and then bring the right foot between the hands, drop the left foot, exhaling. Rise into warrior two, inhale, and then move into extended side angle as you exhale. Inhale, rise back to warrior two. Exhale into reverse warrior. Again, inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, left hand down, step the right foot back into side plank, hugging and lifting up, reaching overhead. Take a full breath. Get really wide open, spacious. Exhale, maybe chaturanga or plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, other side, left leg reaching up. Just enjoy that sense of lengthening front to back. Exhale, bend the knee, roll the hip open. Sensing maybe the more you reach and lift through the arms, the more you can reach and lift through the leg. Inhale, stretch it back. And exhale, pull the right foot forward, drop the left foot. Pull the left foot forward, drop the right foot. Inhale all the way up into warrior two. And exhale into extended side angle pose. Inhale, rise back to warrior two. Exhale into reverse warrior. Inhale, rise back to warrior two. Exhale again, extended side angle pose. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale to reverse warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. This time, exhale, right hand down, step the left foot back, opening up, reaching. Right, just let it be an expression with an inhale and an exhale, simultaneously expanding and contracting. One more breath, and then chaturanga maybe as you exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Full deep breath. Sensing, if you can, if it's available to you, really sensing that deep refinement of awareness with the breath, with the posture,
with the gaze. Simultaneously, this spaciousness, expansive quality of awareness. Universal and the personal right here in this moment. One more full exhale. Feet to the hands, hug the legs in, lengthen, look up. Enjoy that exhale, bowing all the way down. So the hips are lifting as you bow the head. Let's bend the knees. Inhale, lift the arms. One more round through Utkatasana. And then back into standing as you exhale. So we're going to move into a standing balance. We tried this last Saturday and on Tuesday. So let's bring the palms together. Palms together and just let your gaze be steady. Touch into your breath. Let the breath be also simultaneously a source of steadiness and flow. Sensing that quality of the breath that is both. Let's bring the right knee up with an inhale and then cross the right ankle on the left thigh and sit back as you exhale. So this could be the pose for you right now, for today. From here, you could stretch your arms forward with your palms touching. You could start to turn towards your right foot. So I'm turning to the left, and my right forearm is sliding down the sole of the right foot. Moving the hips back as I slide. So there's a movement in more than one direction, maybe even opposite directions at the same time. Perhaps you get beyond your elbow and bend your elbows, bring palms together, chest towards the thumb. So it's a twist, prayer twist. You might explore placing your hands on the floor, using your right foot to stand on your right upper arm, and then lifting your left leg up, turning it into an arm balance. Take another full inhale wherever you are. One more exhale. And then let's inhale, release the twist. And foot down, arms down. Exhale. Let's pause and breathe. Bring palms together. Settling your gaze, sensing the quality of breath that is both a source of steadiness, but also a connection to the flow. Let's lift the left leg, inhale. Cross left ankle on top of right thigh and sit back, exhale. So again, stay here or outstretch the arms, palms touching, inhale. Turn to the right. So what's happening is left arm is touching left foot and sliding over to the right. Hips are moving up and back as the chest, as the trunk is rotating. Maybe you get beyond your elbow and come into a prayer twist. Maybe you're exploring placing the hands to the floor, standing on the left upper arm with the left foot, and lifting, reaching up through the right leg. Breathing wherever you are. Take another inhale. And then exhale, grounding. Maybe coming back onto your feet. And inhale, release it. Exhale, both feet on the ground. Good. So let's take a step out and stand wide on your yoga mat. Your feet wide apart. Inhale, arms outstretched. Let's just take a wide standing forward bend as we exhale and just walk your hands back, bow your head. See if you can use the strength and support of your legs to soften a little bit. And feel here. So feeling into that deep, deep, deep lifting of the hip creases and a simultaneous dropping of the buttocks flesh. Opposite actions creating a lift in the belly. Take another full exhale here. Start to rise as you inhale. Just come halfway up. You might take a little bend in the knees as you exhale. And then let's climb hands onto the hips and stand all the way up. Inhale. Turn the heels in and the toes out and bend the knees as you exhale. So coming into goddess. We're going to stretch the arms up as we inhale. Exhale, bend the knees a little more, bend the elbows. 2 more. Inhale, keep the legs, press with the feet, reach with the arms. Exhale, draw in below navel, sit a little deeper, broaden the chest. Again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sinking down, sitting down. Stay here, take an inhale. And then hands onto the thighs, lean forward as you exhale. So actually my hands are right above my knees and sinking the hips. And then let the shoulders shrug up to the ears. Explore your breath for a moment. Maybe a softening, spreading, expanding as you inhale. Exhale, deep, deep lifting and toning. Just do 2 more. Good, let's inhale, rise all the way back up. And then step back to the top of the yoga mat, exhale. Let's take an inhale, lift the arms and look up. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. Inhale, hugging and lengthening. Exhale, maybe vinyasa, or just step into downward facing dog. So following your breath all the way up and back. From here, let's take the right leg, reach it up and back. A nice full deep breath in. Again, bend the knee, roll the hip open. So as you contain the ribs and the belly, can you actually lengthen through the arms and legs? Reach the right leg up and back as you inhale, and then step the right foot to the outside of the right hand as you exhale. You might keep your left knee lifted, you might touch it down. So we're coming down on the inside of the right leg. Any amount, just come back to your breath. So I like to think about the breath as you're refining it, getting a little more subtle. Deep, deep, deep lifting below the navel as the buttocks flesh drops and the hip creases deepen. You might sense that as there's a deeper kind of contraction and lifting in that space of the midline, that there is a little more softening, spaciousness, lengthening to the periphery. Let's take another inhale. This time, lift your left knee, and then drop your left forearm to the floor. Step the right foot back into that forearm side plank. Hug in, lift up, reach overhead with the right arm. Take a breath or 2 here. Find your midline again. Another inhale, drawing to midline and lengthening. And then exhale into forearm plank. Inhale, lift the hips up, and exhale into dolphin pose. So you're on your forearms, downward dog on the forearms. Let the head be heavy and the belly be light. See if you can press off of your elbows and up onto your hands simultaneously into downward dog. And then let's do the same thing on the other side one more time. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, rolling open. Just take a moment to refine to whatever extent is possible. So knitting front ribs in, drawing in below navel, actually getting longer with that gesture. And then inhale, reaching the leg back, the arms forward. Exhale, stepping the left foot to the outside of the left hand and touching the right knee down. And then just pause here. Just breathe and actually let the quality of the breath become more subtle if possible. So there's a drawing together pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones. Deep lift below the navel, but also a deepening, lengthening of the hip creases and a heaviness of the buttocks flesh. And you might feel a little more space on the hip to sink into the hip, I should say. Let's take another exhale, just feeling into it. So it's not that you're just collapsing into it. you're actually deepening a connection inside and then expanding outwardly. Let's inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, right forearm to the floor, step the left foot back into that forearm side plank as you inhale. Reaching the left arm overhead, grounding into the right elbow. Find your breath. Hug the legs together, zip up from the pelvic floor to the crown of the head and lengthen. One more inhale. And then exhale back to forearm plank. Inhale, lift the hips up, walk the feet in. Exhale into dolphin. Right, so downward dog with the forearms on the ground. See if you can let your head be heavy. Ground into the elbows. Find that lightness in the belly, lifting of the hip creases, and heaviness in the buttocks flesh. Use an inhale, try to press straight up onto your hands, and then exhale to downward facing dog. From here, we're gonna bring our shins forward and our bottom down. And outstretch the legs. So coming into seated. Good. Let's sit up really nice and tall. So Dandasana, just kind of press gently into your hands, hug your legs in, just enjoy the support of the floor for a moment. Just receive the support of the floor. It's okay if your knees are a little bit bent or a lot bent. Let's find an inhale to start to lengthen over the legs. Maybe you reach with your hands for your feet. And then exhale, bowing down. Just a few breaths folding over the legs. Just listening as you fold. Listening to the deep wisdom of the breath, that simultaneous sense of expansion and contraction, that way of contacting the deeply personal quality of the present moment, but also the universal quality flowing through you. One more exhale. Lengthening inhale, just enjoying that breath. Exhale, releasing. So we're gonna walk our hands back and walk our feet in. And then inhale, lift into reverse table. And exhale, swing your hips back through your arms. Do that again. Inhale, lift up. It's okay if your bottom hits the floor. If it does, just pause there and lift your belly. In, exhale, swing back. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, swing back. Maybe you see if you can hover your feet. And then inhale, lift back up. And exhale, bring your bottom down. We're gonna bring the soles of our feet together for Baddha Konasana. Pressing the feet together, right? So a little bit the feet are pressing together. As the feet press together, is there a sense, or could there be a sense of the upper legs lengthening to the side? So the thigh bones lengthening out away from you as you press the feet together. And then exhale, just start to explore moving forward into that space, bowing forward. You can keep your spine neutral, you can round your spine. I teach this pose in almost every class, but just feeling into it more deeply. Let the familiarity actually give you access to something a little bit deeper as you breathe, as you just make that gesture of connecting. Let's take another full breath, inhaling and exhaling. Use your feet pressing in as you inhale to rise all the way back up. And pause as you exhale. Okay, let's bring the knees together. Scoot back so you can see. So the next pose, it can either be done with your legs, and we've done this in person, some of us before, but your legs are either in this kind of pinwheel shape, so the right leg is like you're sitting cross-legged, the left leg is kind of folded back behind you and twisting to the right. Or you can tuck the left leg in like you're in virasana and bring the right leg into half lotus. Grab the right foot with the right hand
Left hand tucks under the right thigh. Lift up, broaden, rotate, and look over the right shoulder. And breathe. So either twist, whatever works for you. Let's take 3 more breaths. Good, 1 more exhale. Settling the hips down, broadening the collarbones up. Let's inhale, just look forward. And then exhale, take your time and release the twist. So just place the feet on the floor in front of you for a moment. And then we're gonna switch. So again, it could be this time the left leg like you're sitting cross-legged and the right leg kind of tucked back behind you. And then twisting to the left. Or it could be right leg in virasana, left leg in half lotus, left hand grabbing left foot, right hand tucking under left thigh. Inhale and exhale into the twist. Just breathing. One more exhale. Just look forward as you inhale and then release your twist as you exhale. Both feet on the floor in front of you. Let's just place our heels of our hands on our knees and push the arms straight. So this is phase 1, just pushing straight with the arms, hugging the legs together, broadening the collarbones. You might choose to lift your legs up, maybe even reach your arms, maybe even straighten your legs. Navasana, you can do this. Take about 3 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Another full breath, inhale, and then hug the knees in and roll all the way down onto the back. As you exhale, drawing the knees down, just hugging in and pause. Maybe rock gently side to side. Maybe rock gently front to back. So we're going to place the soles of our feet onto the floor, and we'll do a couple of back bends together. I'm going to lead us through bridge pose like we did at the beginning. Of course, you're welcome to do upward facing wheel if that's your preference. That would be with hands on the floor, lifting all the way up. So let's find our feet, and then again, just exploring how the contraction in the back of the body helps to elevate and expand the front of the body. So you press the heels down, pull the heels towards the shoulders, and lift the hips up with the pits of the knees forward. And breathing here, just coming back to the breath. Is it possible to sense that deeply refined quality of awareness, as well as that wide open, spacious quality of awareness? Can we abide peacefully with both aspects of experience? Let's take another full inhale. And exhale, lower down. Rest for a full breath. And then again, inhale, lift up. Even just that one inhalation, sensing an expansion and a contraction simultaneously. So we just resolve the dissonance. We resolve the dissonance with the felt sense experience. We just sense it, feel it, we just know it from a deeper space. Take another full breath, inhale, and then exhale, lower all the way back down. Let's rise up one more time, inhale. So you can do the same thing you've done already, or maybe you choose to lift up into a Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing wheel pose for the last one. Let's take about 3 more full deep breaths. Good, one more inhale, and then exhale, lower all the way down. Pause with the feet wide, knees together. Inhale and exhale. Let's outstretch the legs in front of you on the floor. Inhale, bring the right leg up. Clasp anywhere on the leg, and exhale, bow your head to your knee. So lengthen that left leg, knit the navel down, bow the head to the knee as you exhale, just grounding yourself deeply here. Take another exhale. And then inhale, release the right leg up. Exhale, draw the left leg up. Inhale, reach for it. Exhale, bow your head. So you're curling your head and shoulders up, bowing your head to your knee, drawing your navel down, reaching through the right leg. Take another full exhale here. And then inhale, rest your head down. Exhale, relax your left leg out. Just take a breath, inhale, exhale, pause. Right, notice where you are. So I want to give everybody a minute or two for an inversion of your choice, which could just be lying on your back with your legs in the air. You might choose to come into a headstand or a shoulder stand or do something at the wall, like a handstand or anything that works for you. So let's take about a minute for that. Maybe that's 15 to 20 breaths. And again, you could simply put your legs up the wall. You could drape your legs on a chair. That would be a beautiful option to explore. I'm going to take about 15 breaths in Shirshasana, headstand. Just steady, spacious breathing. If you were in an active inversion, you might choose to come into child's pose or another counter pose for about 5 full deep breaths. And as you rest, just sensing that vibration of aliveness and just allowing the possibility that you can honor both the deeply personal quality that you're experiencing and the universal. And we can be connected on both levels and abide peacefully in that way. Just honoring the full range of experience. Okay, let's rise and we're going to lie down on our backs. So from wherever you've been, and if you're at the wall with your legs up, of course you might choose to stay there. We're going to rest for a few minutes, just quietly. So you can lie down. You might choose to have your feet wide and your knees together. You might lie flat. Just take a moment to explore what would be a supportive resting position for you. And if it's comfortable for you to close your eyes, you're welcome to. And maybe a few breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just letting go of any attempt to control the breath. Really, any attempt to control experience. Shavasana is just this purely open-hearted gesture of receiving aliveness, right? Honoring aliveness. Which means honoring our own personal circumstances and experiences. And also honoring the interdependence that we all share, that connection, that universal movement of aliveness through everything. Just peacefully abiding, stepping into that ocean. Sensing that even in the deepest stillness, there is a vibration, there is movement, there is flow. Your next few breaths, you might choose to reach your arms overhead, hug your knees in, and roll to one side. You might also choose to continue resting quietly. If you've rolled onto your side, just stay there for a few breaths. If you'd like to rise and take your seat just for another moment, you can do that. And you can either keep your eyes closed or you can open your eyes or whatever is comfortable for you. And so the intention at the beginning in some way was to kind of resolve this dissonance we can sometimes feel inside, or at least invite the possibility that it might be resolved by really honoring the belonging of our own unique experience of being alive, while simultaneously honoring the belonging of the collective experience of aliveness of which we're a part. So we can really allow both of those kind of aspects of experience and aliveness. It sometimes transforms into a sincere wish that our own practice and dedication to this contemplative art, this healing art of unity might in some way be of benefit
not just to ourselves, but to others. So it's really a desire to express care and love outwardly in more moments. So you might rest with that for a moment if it resonates for you in any way. Just sincerely wishing well to all beings. Namaste, and thank you for showing up this morning. Really appreciate our connection, and I hope I'll see you again very soon.